we're getting set for an impromptu Schmoedown Throwdown event. Now, as many people know, this was intended to be the Schmoedown live show that was going to take place in Arizona. Unfortunately, for reasons beyond anybody's control, that show was not able to happen, and so they basically just took the Schmoedown Live Arizona card and relocated it to this impromptu Schmoedown Throwdown event. So it was a bummer to see that happen. I really felt bad for the people that had made plans to go down there, but in the words of many businesses, the show must go on, and on it went. So this was an event that I'm not entirely sure how they're going to do this event, because usually at the live events they usually break them up into two parts. But because it's a throwdown event now, I'm not sure how they're going to do this. Of course, by the time that you see this reaction, you'll know if it's one part or not. So without further ado, we have one match that I had about a year ago said that this was probably the next money match. This was the next big marquee match that they could make in terms of dream match scenarios and all that. The Wildberries and Late to the Party. This is one of those matches where I think a lot of people would like to see, as I mentioned about a year ago. It's kind of a big draw. I think it would split, the fan community down the middle and who they thought was going to win, and ultimately would just be a lot of fun. Hopefully that match delivers just that. The main event is another one of the Ultimate Schmoedown first round matches between Chance Ellison and William the Beast Bibbiani. From the second that match was announced, I have been torn, wanting to pull my hair out, but I don't want to pull my hair out because I have nice, sexy hair. Said no one. So I've been really torn about this match. I really don't want to pick a winner. But, I guess when push comes to shove and when the match actually starts, I guess I'll have to pick somebody. Otherwise, I'm just dodging and ducking the question. So, let's not waste any more time, and let's get into this special JTH Reacts edition of the Schmoedown Throwdown. Welcome back. All right, everything's ready. Got big ass Pepsi to drink because we got lots of reacting to do, lots of minutes and matches and questions to get wrong. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Let's see what insanity that Schmoedown will present to us yet again. Because when it comes to insanity in Schmoedown, it's practically it's meant to happen. I was trying to think of something to say. I was like, oh darn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Typical JTH. So 3, 2, and 1.
So what's up with this nuke?
Nuke? Shouldn't you and your manager Lou be off bench pressing each other somewhere?
Lou.
Well, that was to the point. Who's Lou? Thought my guy was Bob. Bob. Welcome, 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 Bahoo Doris. Welcome, Christmas, come this way. Oh wait, that's not for another 3 months. Oh, a chair! The chair! Give him the chair! Where's that guy been? Oh, I know where that guy's been. Know where that guy's been. Witness history and greatness live. Oh, the nuke. There's the nuke. Hello, Mark. Hello, Ken.
And welcome to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. You are looking live.
They stole my line.
The Big Boss. I am Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. What a headlining match we have for the kids today.
Vouch for me. I say it all the time.
In the Ultimate
Please.
Schmoedown Tournament, the winner faces Ethan Irwin. That is going to be one hotly contested throwdown.
But that's not all we're offering to you all here tonight. We have got a movie trivia Schmoedown Teams League Division Tournament match.
They're not even sure whether to say league or division.
Kids have trucked on in from a faraway land to take on two drunk uncles.
That's right. The Wildberries are hosting Late to the Party. Late to the Party.
They're already here.
From Arizona to here. They didn't think it could get any hotter than Arizona, but they were wrong because we are in downtown Burbank. And yes, kids, I might have a dress shirt on. It's shorts and sandals underneath the desk.
It is 9,000 degrees outside.
This is going to be a wild matchup there. Do you have any thoughts, predictions, pregame stats, and stories?
Booze.
Go out the window when you talk
Booze.
about the
Prediction
Wildberries, Ken.
booze.
I've counted them out time and time again, and sometimes they know a lot of stuff. Sometimes they know absolutely nothing, but it is always an entertaining matchup. Speaking of entertainment, Late to the Party, not only do they have a great YouTube channel you should check out, they have like 45,000 subscribers on that thing already. They just did a cool Billy Madison recap. More importantly, they have some of the best introductions in the movie Trivia Schmoedown League.
They are really great folks to have around this.
It was probably only encountered by another person that's playing that has a lot of other great reactions and entrances. Entrances. I'm a little caught up with reactions right now.
They were reactors. That was the thing early on, and they got a big win early on. That kind of propelled them up the ranks in the Schmoedown, and since then, it's been a little bit of a reality check, a little bit of a struggle, and they know
I know what reality checks and struggles are all about.
The only opportunity they have left to prove that they belong. I think there's a lot riding on that match for them, and not just staying sober.
Can't beat two drunks. Time to hang it up.
Also brings IPAs for us every time they come into town. They bring us beer. What did the Wildberries bring us? Lint from their pockets, and that is it.
I got the hole in me pocket.
We want to remind everybody out there watching that we are soon headed to the most magical place on earth, or at least
the flea market.
Magical place in Florida. That would be Orlando.
Oh no. Most magical place.
Right now,
yeah.
Schmoedownlive.com.
Don't stay there too long. They might purchase your rights.
And we have Corruption
Disney
versus the Horsemen is going to be the factions there. You got Corruption versus the Founding Fathers. That's your headliner match. You're also going to have an undercard that is going to be the finals of the Ultimate Schmoedown Tournament. Like we said, the beginning of that, one of the first round matches is happening later on tonight. You're going to see the epic climax to that in Orlando. And because Christian Harloff loves wearing purple suits, we call him Willy Wonka now. He is giving away a trip to our studio here. You get your flight, you get your airfare, you get your hotel, all that stuff, and you get to compete.
You get to play at the Burbank Inn
to help usher you through that
or the Marriott, wherever they want to put you in. Where you get the warm champagne.
Orlando's exciting. I thought it was just going to be a funeral for the Founding Fathers. That they had the Corruption team.
Oh no!
I think there's going to be lots to offer.
You said you'd keep it clean. You said you'd keep the gloves on.
Sure.
When you were commentating on the match.
All right. You know, I am a broadcast journalist.
Yeah.
I'm a professional. I'm going to
these matches,
keep myself
not
on the
that
area,
one,
including with Chance later on in the match. He is a member of Corruption, but I'm here to do a job, sir.
All right. Well, I'm going to straighten him out while you guys take a look at the match preview for the Late to the Party versus Wildberries Showdown.
If the Schmoedown won't come to Arizona,
then we'll bring the party to you.
Oh, and Chance is coming too.
Told you they're in Corruption. Yeah! Been telling you that for months. Confirmed.
You talk about somebody who is beloved, and you got to go no further than look at the wild man, Josh McCougie. He's one of the most beloved figures we ever had.
He's as Americana as Dutch apple pie.
My new teammate and I are going to take this league by storm.
Josh McCougie and Elliot the Mountain Dewberry.
What's in a Wildberry, Elliot? You never know what's in it until it's in you.
Oh dear.
The fact that we get to watch Late to the Party play. I mean, they are so much fun to watch. They come out, they have great introductions, they know a whole lot about movies, and they started out as mere fans from Arizona.
People who have been fans and then come over to the league. People tend to forget that Late to the Party were the first. Darlings, Late to the Party are now 1-1, and what a victory to get over critically acclaimed.
And we're going to bring the party to the Schmoedown, whether it's late, on time, or even ahead of schedule.
10, 16, and 20.
10, 16, 20.
Can't do that.
Deny.
Had to do the belt flossing. Had to put that on there. How dare ye, Nerd Chronic? Darn you! Darn you to the nether realm! Can't say H-E double hockey stick. It's a kid's show now.
To give Elliot Dewberry the nickname Mountain. Mountain Dew. Get it? Nobody else did.
I love watching.
No, I got it. I just never brought it up because
also,
why?
I do want to. I got a little hasty. This isn't. It turns out this isn't a tournament match.
No, this is just a.
I made a mistake. The producer.
This is a why not match.
Unsanctioned, like the Doberman fights I go to in the alley behind the studio.
Oh no!
Rightfully,
Kid show. Kid show.
In our studio tonight, Ken, we are about to get the match underway. Late to the party versus the Wildberries. But what we like.
Let's not Michael Vick the situation now.
What are these
as I
good at?
drop my marker.
To stick to movies because God knows the Wildberries have many talents.
No, absolutely. Let's look at Late to the Party. Their strengths include Disney pictures, comedy pictures,
which sometimes go hand in hand.
Too early.
They only do it for you, huh?
Yeah.
And speaking the news, we'll find out what that means shortly. And the Wildberries. Their strengths include the Bad Boys film franchise, guessing, and making a scene at public events. So that is where we're looking at the strengths of these two teams going into this big match.
Can't wait to get Josh McCougar's loud thoughts on the Bad Boys for Life trailer. Until we get there, Ken, are you ready for these two epic matchups tonight?
Mr. Mark Ellis, you know I am.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
It's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. I like reversing them.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Doing the introductions today.
But that's why I cheered, because I usually do that at that
New York
quote.
Times almost best-selling voice of Ken.
Almost best-selling.
All right, here we go. Schmoedown fans, are you ready?
Yeah. Joe Deucing first.
With a record of 1 win and 3 defeats from the great state of Arizona.
Which would have got a big pop if they were sadly in Arizona.
They are late to the party.
Oh, hey, look! It's Ron Mahogany. That's that. Oh, it's Burgundy. I could have swore it was Ron Mahogany, or Ron Fuchsia, or Ron Brick Red.
Subtext is powerful.
This is very old-timey garb that they.
Yes. Well, yes. Baxter, bark twice if you're watching. I love it. Beautiful San Diego represented here with Late to the Party.
That was in the 70s. Baxter has long passed. Thanks for reminding me.
Thank you.
Mr. Burgundy, Mrs. Corningstone. This is going to be a fun match. I can't imagine the Wildberries can follow that, Ken, but I guess we got to give them a shot.
Yeah.
Legally, we have to. And their opponents, with a record of Josh doesn't remember and Elliot never cared, from a sober living facility in Reseda, California.
I'm glad that the theme's back though.
Josh the Wild Mad McCougar.
More beer, more booze, more Crown, more Jack, more something, more Coors, more beer, more booze. Wildberries.
It is. She seems okay.
All right.
Elliot, the Mountain Dew Berry is here. I don't know why that didn't catch on. It was a good
I've never
name.
been late to a party in my life.
The party starts when the Wildberries show up.
That's true.
Woo!
That is
Hold
true.
on, one time real quick. Wildberries! You got it. It's good.
Ken, I distinctly recall being in a comedy club in Cincinnati, Ohio 2 years ago, and the gentleman in the front row was wearing a Wildberries shirt, and I had no idea what it was. Then I got off stage. He was like, you know Josh's team. And I was like, oh, right, they do have a team, and now they're here.
And they
They're
do
one of the most
exist.
beloved
And they are
all of
remembered.
Schmoedown. However,
somehow.
Late to the Party is here as well.
That's
so,
right.
ladies and gentlemen,
A lot on this match.
the
Mark.
rules of round number 1 in this 3-round team match. Round number 1, is an individual exercise of movie trivia. Know how each point that you accrue will be added to your team's total.
We're up to round 2 already. They're already up to 2 rounds. Rounds all around.
There's no penalty for
and we're back to 1 round. We've already had a round taken away.
Number 1. As soon as we ask the question,
I'll have another round.
An answer on the whiteboard in front of you. Elliot, stop sniffing the markers. They're not for that.
Did you say attempted an answer? Was that a shot at the Wildberries? Taking a shot?
Taking a shot? 3
no, it was to me. Don't worry,
JTE
Josh. It was to me.
You're not sure you
because
heard a question
anybody that watches these knows me coming up with answers is kind of hard.
That I'm sure they will all use tonight because it is a live match. Elliot, Josh, how are we feeling?
Well, there's some guy with a belt out there that looks like the Unabomber. Who let him in?
I believe that's the team belt that has eluded your team thus far.
Oh, missed that update, Elliot. Whoops, it
didn't hear about it.
Yes.
Robert, Vanessa, how are we feeling?
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. We are ready.
We are ready.
He did the thing.
Scotch.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
It is such a joy having these two teams on the stage, Ken.
All right.
It's a joy looking at your faces. I'll tell you that much.
You know,
But not mine,
leads
because
the
people
league in
know better
most
than that.
Fistfights almost during a match, so this will be interesting.
See if he can add one more to his total here today.
All right, 8 questions. Would you like me to go first, sir?
Why don't you go ahead and kick off there, Ken?
Wait, real quick.
Oh, no.
Andrew, guys out there looks like he's eating mozzarella sticks. What's going on, man? Hook it up, dude.
French fries. All right, here we go. If you're ready, question 1 out of 8. 3 rounds to a finish here today. Category is action/adventure. Action-adventure. What modern action franchise features such characters as Roman Pierce, Sean Boswell, and Mr. Nobody?
I did get the distinct air of fried food.
No, I thought it was just my blood, but I definitely smell it.
Of all the people in the studio, I think Andrew'd got to be the one that I would not think would be eating mozzarella sticks for dinner.
5, 4,
Very
3,
young lad.
2, 1.
Fast and Furious?
Answer starting with Elliot.
Is it Fast and Furious?
Yes, sir, you are right.
Oh, yay!
Franchises.
I knew
Robert had
that.
it.
Robert.
The fabulous Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen epic, It Takes Two.
Oh, it's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It's so-so.
Award points for good cinema.
It was my first
I wrote
appearance of.
Expendables, which is incorrect.
It's a good guess, though. Did Vanessa have it? Vanessa did not. So
First time I saw Steve Guttenberg. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Wow.
Didn't do a thing.
in classic Wildberry fashion, overreacting to the first point they scored.
Right.
Your next question.
I have no idea what overreacting is.
Actors and actresses.
Quite
And
a few of
the question
them.
is, which actor has played the famous characters Max Cady, Travis Bickle, and Vito Corleone? Buddy writing. Josh was the first one to start scribbling on that one.
I will have you know, my handwriting has been complimented by many people.
Penmanship is always appreciated.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Harlan
1.
Brando?
Answer starting with Robert.
James Caan?
It's not James Caan. Does Josh have it?
Robert De Niro.
It is Bobby De Niro.
Oh.
Does Vanessa have it?
Robert De Niro.
We got a boy. Late to the body.
Are you talking to me because it's Robert De Niro?
Oh, I see what he did.
Wildberries.
I was thinking of the wrong Vito. Wrong Vito. Oh well. It's always next year.
Right, we're
Somebody's
at,
a little late to the party.
we are at question 3. The number is 3. The question we're asking
really
is
make any
3.
Monty
The
Python.
category is dramas. The films The Deer Hunter and Coming Home depict the struggles of veterans from what war? I don't have any jokes about
It's a hard
that one.
question to play off
I'm
of
not
in
gonna
our
make
usual
any
witty banter.
No witty banter.
You
for
were very
me.
funny at the Comedy Store. You made your
Oh,
triumphant
yeah,
return
first
to
time
the
I've been there
Comedy Store
14
stage.
years, sir.
Very
5,
funny.
4, 3, 2,
Vietnam War?
1. Looking for answers, starting with Josh.
Real quick, the Deer Hunter was shot in Pittsburgh, greatest city on the planet. Vietnam is
That
the
is
answer.
correct. 4 points for the Wildberries. Vanessa.
Vietnam War.
That is correct.
Elliot Dewberry, the mountain.
Vietnam.
There
He's
you
got
go.
Vietnam. All right, to make it a perfect question, Robert.
Vietnam War.
All right. A star frame from everybody.
Real quick, I'm just a little hungry. Guy me.
Ah.
Okay, that's the rule in the studio is you get 1 French fry throw per match.
Okay.
And they have exercised their
that's
option.
it.
Denied.
Named after
Failed.
famed French fry aficionado JT.
We move on to animated. Your next category is animated movies, and the question, what type of animal is Mr. Peabody in the 2014 film Mr. Peabody and Sherman?
Hi, Norm.
Good thing I watched a little bit of Peabody and Sherman growing up.
No, please continue.
No.
The guy
But yet another one of those movies. Like, how did this get rebooted or remade?
2 and 1.
It's a dog.
Pens down. We're looking for answers starting with Vanessa.
Dog.
That is correct.
It is a dog.
Elliot.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
A perro. Dog. Arizona.
I like the vertical thing you've been doing.
It's good, yeah.
Big
Josh?
vertical fan. Also dog.
Oh, my
What?
gosh.
Another star frame. What is going on here?
7-5.
Come on, this is a Wildberries explosion.
All right.
No perfect rounds, Ken, but we are having a perfectly good time.
You know what I'm talking
Your next
about.
category is in the world of fantasy sci-fi. Ken, tell them about it.
Fantasy/sci-fi. Your question is, who stars as an alien named Klaatu in the 2008 remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still?
It may just be what part of the country you're from. I think it's Klaatu or Klaatu.
Klaatu.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Depending on which planet you're
There's
from.
also another movie where this name pops up, and it's pronounced the way I do it.
5, 4.
I'm going to think of a different actor that voiced an alien, Seth
One.
Rogen.
Pens down, going to you first, The Mountain.
Is it Keanu Reeves?
That is correct.
Oh.
Keanu Reeves.
I knew that.
Good pull. Good. Does Robert have it?
He is breathtaking. Keanu Reeves.
Josh McCouga to continue your streak.
The Day the Earth Stood Still was also January 29th, 1982, my birthday. And also, I don't know, Will Smith.
What a
and
shame.
Vanessa.
Never saw that one.
Keanu Reeves.
She got
Look at
it.
that. We got a close game.
Keanu Reeves.
At least I picked a person that actually voiced an alien.
Is currently enjoying a 1-point lead.
Paul was actually a
over
very
to the
fun
party
film.
still,
I
and
enjoyed
he
that
wins
quite a
ball
lot.
Game. Your next category is in the world of directors.
Oh dear.
Directors. Who directed the film The Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I once had a fox follow me home from school.
I always wanted to see a fox, and I never saw one in the wild.
We developed a language.
I see plenty of them at the workplace.
Relationship for 3 years.
Is this true?
Yeah.
5.
5, 4.
No, don't count down. I want to hear more
Three.
about
I have no clue.
2,
Brad Bird.
1. Looking for answers starting with I don't know.
Robert.
Wesley Anderson.
Wes Anderson is
It is
it.
Wes
Oh,
Anderson.
that's a
is
Wes
Josh.
Anderson film?
My favorite interchange in the history of the Schmoedown. Wes Anderson.
The legendary Fox story from Ken Knapsack. Vanessa?
Wes Anderson.
Well,
You
that
got
is
it.
it.
Elliot.
Look at that. They
Oh.
maintain their lead.
Apparently that was a much easier question than
Look,
I
I'm not
made it
surprised
look
by
like.
The party with 9 points. I am definitely surprised by Wildberries with 10.
Wildberries have the lead, and it's a contrast of styles because Josh McCouga burning up a lot of energy. Elliot didn't even say the answer with that last one. He's pacing himself for round 3.
All right, 7th question.
Is he?
Out of 8 comes in the category of horror/thriller. Horror/thriller.
Josh, you can take this one off.
Which
Thanks, bud.
MCU actor? Which MCU actor plays a tracker who aids with a murder investigation in the 2017 mystery thriller Wind River?
Did you name the fox?
Yeah, Mortimer.
Mortimer the
Yeah, Mortimer. We're pen pals for 3 years. It's great. He bought most of my baseball
4,
cards. 5.
3.
Can you repeat the question?
All right, that's 1. Which MCU actor? Which MCU actor plays a tracker who aids with a murder investigation in the 2017 mystery thriller Wind River?
My favorite.
At least they drastically narrowed it down so I can pick a different wrong answer.
For a number of hours.
Shows you how confident I am.
Wildberry level partying.
I got to catch up then.
Guys, there's a magnum of Pinot Grigio floating around. It's delicious.
3, 2,
Chris Evans.
1. Looking for answers starting with Josh McCouga.
Jeremy Renner?
That's right.
Hey.
Oh dear.
Right.
That might be the first horror thriller question Josh ever got right.
Vanessa.
Jeremy Renner.
That's right.
Yeah.
Keep
Good
the
answer,
pace.
Vanessa.
Elliot.
The owner of the best app that sadly is no longer around, Jeremy Renner, R.I.P.
Robert, keep pace.
The curmudgeonly handsome Tommy Lee Jones.
All right. 12-10, 12-10.
I don't care.
Robert searching every in-house, outhouse, doghouse in that area and couldn't find the right answer. Our last question. Did you really think we weren't going to do this category in the world of comedy?
We are
Which actor plays Todd, the son of Adam Sandler's character in the 2012 comedy That's My Boy?
Oh.
I found this movie delightful.
Super underrated.
Wow.
I think it's very funny.
Really?
Yeah. I think I saw this and I was like, Adam Sandler's on his way back.
And then what
Jerry
happened?
Gilmore again. 5,
It's no Jack and
4,
Jill.
3, 2, and
Can
1.
you repeat the question?
Oh, we got a second one from Late to Party.
2 JTE rules in the world of comedies. Ha, ha,
I
ha.
just
Which
I just
actor
wrote down a
plays
random
Todd,
name.
the son of Adam Sandler's character in the 2012 comedy That's My Boy.
This is kind
Probably
of
not even close.
question.
He was probably 30 years old when this movie happened, which would not
The
make him
legacy of Chris
his son.
Lister, our beloved
Fight.
head writer.
Great dude.
Yeah.
Josh,
5,
issuing a challenge to the
4,
Cardinals loving
3,
Jamie
2,
Dornan.
1. Pens are down. Looking for
Not
answers
even
from,
close.
Vanessa.
Andy Samberg.
That's correct.
Andy Sandberg. Who is that?
Elliot.
Andy Samberg.
That is.
Who is that again?
Andy Samberg.
Still don't know who it is.
Andy Samberg.
They all know who he is, but I still
Now
don't.
listen, real quick
What?
though, his real name was Han Solo.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
That's true.
All right. He goes by Todd, and we
Facts.
go by a very well played round number 1, Ken. I am impressed. It is 14-12 Wildberries, and the fact that the Wildberries are in double figures, as are Late to the Party, that might surprise a few people watching at home. This is why you pay for the live stream, because you get to see magic like this. 14-12. Josh McCouga currently doing a breaststroke up on the answer desk.
Yeah,
More of a
he's good at
butterfly
that.
mark, but
Elliot had a perfect round.
Just getting
We're
word that
getting-
Elliot,
Oh, did he?
the mountain
Elliot had a perfect
is
round.
so
Let me
close.
confirm. Let me confirm.
All right.
That's true.
You're not
He
supposed
did.
to announce it till the game is over, though. It's considered bad luck.
We are still going to
right.
compete in the match. So, Ellie, you
Right.
get a bonus question that is asked to you and
Oh.
only you. You do not need
I did
to
not know that.
write this
Get ready.
down.
He's not
You
used
can
to this.
Simply give us your answer. Late to the Party, and Josh, you can take 5. Your question. David Spade and John Goodman voice Kuzco and Pacha, respectively, in what Disney film?
Emperor's New Groove.
Elliot Dewberry, the mountain, is perfect. What a rock. All right, as the Wildberries celebrate, Ken Late to the Party trails them.
Ken
by 3.
has
Still
to
anybody's
drink
contest.
from the old cup
I did, in
to-
fact, notice it.
to-
It was
to bear
very well
himself.
played. Not by you, by
Gather
your
his
teammate, but
emotions.
Still, you get the points.
Josh
In
was there.
round number
You can't tell.
2,
Ken
this
is
known
jumping with
as the wheel
jubilation.
round, the wheel of fate, doom, and justice. You're going to look at that, our wheel that has just emerged.
Wheel of
and
Death.
you're gonna see
Gotta
10
pray to the
different categories of
wheel.
movie trivia Schmoedown know-how, alongside what every competitor wants, spinner's choice, and what every competitor fears, opponent's choice. Once we settle on a category, each team is going to hear 6 questions from that genre. Each question is worth 2 points. There is no penalty for missing
From that
a question.
ye
However,
yonder
stealing is
general
available
category.
in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is, in fact, the correct answer, we promise. And
We hope.
Late to the Party has 1 JTE rule remaining. The Wildberries still have all 3. Because the Wildberries are enjoying a 3-point cushion, they may choose whether they would like to spin.
I would like a 3-point
or
cushion right now.
We
defer
will
to your
defer
opponent.
to the visiting team.
Before Late to
The
Party,
visiting
I want to remind
team.
everybody that this wheel is a sponsored wheel. Mr. Jake Burnham.
Jake Burnham.
Jake Burnham, one of our
Thanks,
favorite
Jake.
patrons. Thank you for sponsoring. Check out the movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon today. Jake's sponsored slices are modern classics and Sandra Bullock movies.
yes.
So, Vanessa, you're ready. Please spin from the wheel, not the pegs, as we brought out the old wheel
Yeah,
out of
what's
retirement.
going on
How about
here?
a hand
Look at that.
for the old
As
wheel. One show
she does her
only.
Vanna White.
All right. Miss Cornish,
Do-do-do-do.
if you're ready, you may spin. Please don't spin it too hard. Thank you.
Nice spin.
We don't know
As the
this
wheel
is
falls
yet.
off. No.
Been through the.
Some stuff.
Been through the.
Yeah.
ringer
Round
for
and
sure.
round it goes.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Down.
The crowd is worried about opponent's choice, but this could be Disney movies, Ken.
And a left
Yay,
string.
Disney.
They are
They're gonna
going
Yay.
That would have been
We might have
very
goofed.
Wow.
choice.
You mentioned
All
at
right.
the top of the show in your
Yep.
tail of the tape that Late to the Party, one of their strengths is Disney films. They have spun it, and I
Yep.
dare say there's not much fear of a challenge or a stolen point from
Yeah.
Josh or Elliot.
Absolutely. We got
Is
6.
that, why do you keep taking shots?
We
at
were
us,
all
bro?
raised
Because
on
they're
Disney.
fun.
Blueberry.
Oh, okay, Miss Corningstone.
Shots fired as we get heated in round number 2. Disney movies is the category. I'll be administering the Late to the Party questions. Ken will be asking the Wildberries their series of questions. Late to the Party, your first of 6 questions in the world of Disney movies. In the film Lilo and Stitch, what is the word that means family?
Awana.
Ohana.
You know,
Give him
it'll
2
be
points.
Although technically it does not mean family.
It's also
If you don't
in
believe
real
me,
life,
ask
family
Paul
also
Yama.
means that.
he will go on a very big rant about that.
Your next question for 2 more points. In the film 101 Dalmatians, dog owners Roger and Anita reside in what city?
London.
London.
Jolly old London it is. 2 more points.
Look at that. We got a lead. Lead change.
All right. Your third question in round number 2, Robert and Vanessa late to the party. What was the name of the villain in the 1985 animated film The Black Cauldron?
Oh dear. They had to dig into that one, did they?
Multiple choice, please.
Can give you that. Is it A, Horned King, B, Black King, C, Cursed King, or D, Evil King?
I would say Cursed King.
Black King.
That is incorrect for a 1-point steal, Wildberries. Is it A, Horned King, B, Black King, C, Cursed King, or D, Evil King?
I think we're going to go A.
A, Horned King is correct.
Oh!
Big steal, big steal. Time
Seems
the
to
game.
happen every time we get a Makuga and a Mountain on the desk. I doubt them, and they prove me wrong. Job well
Absolutely.
done, gentlemen. It is
All right.
tied at
The
16
announcer Jinx
as we
strikes
move into
again.
the second half of the late to the party round number 2. Who provides the speaking voice for Captain Li Shang in the film Mulan?
Oh,
The speaking voice.
B.D.
not
Wong.
The singing voice.
B.D. Wong.
And we're going to go to 5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Oh,
Can provide that. Is it A, Ken Watanabe?
No.
B, B.D. Wong?
Yes.
C, Harvey Firestein?
No.
Or D, Jerry Tondo?
no.
Dr. Wu himself, B.D. Wong.
It is B.D. Wong for a point. And late to the party has taken the lead over the Wildberries, and they still have 2 questions remaining in round number 2.
By the way.
Watanabe,
Yes.
Mark, you jerk.
You're
You bad
question
man.
in the world of Disney movies. Edgar is the name of the villainous butler in what Disney animated film?
The Aristocats.
The Aristocats.
We are the
Point. 2
Aristocats.
Nicely done. Big
2
Aristocrat
points.
fan.
It's a 3-point lead. 1 question remains.
Yes.
Late to
Who
the
doesn't
party.
love little kitty
Your
cat?
last question in the world of Disney movies, which you clearly have proven your knowledge of here today.
Thank
What is the
you.
name of the speaking tree that serves as Pocahontas'
Oh.
guide in the film Pocahontas?
Grandmother Willow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
2 more points. And with that, late to the party has opened up a 5-point gash over the
I'm not going to
Wildberries.
start doing
But
the
now,
birthday clapping.
Chipper's got a great wheel there.
Right.
And the
I can't
Wildberries
stand
get
it, so
their
I'm not
chance
gonna
spin
stoop
from
to
the
that
field,
level.
Not the pegs, please.
Mark, I'd like to apologize for calling you a jerk. You're my really good friend. You were in my wedding, so just,
I had a great time at your wedding.
thanks,
I
buddy.
wasn't at your wedding.
Good time.
It is because I'm a Raven
Point out to the
fan.
crowd that
Oh,
perfect
God,
first
keep the
round
rivalry
Wildberries.
going.
So what you guys are witnessing right now is history. It is history in the making.
History in the
Making
making.
right now.
It's a good game.
Woo! See
right.
what you missed, Arizona? Woo!
Oh,
I'm kidding.
get off
I'm
the
kidding.
stage!
Elliot,
Don't
go and
worry.
spin the wheel.
Turn, heel turn. What heel turn?
Round and round it goes. Ken, I'm looking at action adventure on there. I think the Wildberries might be sneaky good at modern classics or Ron Howard. Isn't it?
Sandy
No.
Bullock films.
No.
Is
No.
it coming
And
down?
that is a free
We got
spin.
Free
That is
spin.
Ah,
We
dear.
gotta go
free
again.
spin.
Little T-Rex spin. Little T-Rex.
going,
Elliot
baby.
deploying a doggy paddle technique to get that wheel spin.
That's about what I did.
Stop there,
Here we
stop.
go.
Stop it, Sandy Bullock.
Coming
80s
around
could be
to
80s.
80s. Are they gonna take 80s?
80s
It's
movies.
a shrug. Makuga is.
He gave kind of a Paul Bearer look there.
I like
They're
it.
gonna respin.
Oh,
T-Rex spin.
yeah.
Come on,
They
Sandra
must
Bullock.
take whatever
Sandra
category Elliot
Bullock.
spins.
Sandra Bullock.
They still want Sandra
They're
Bullock,
not
and
gonna
it's
get
not going to be
the
Sandra. Look out, Ken, look out!
Oh, dear.
Opponent's choice. We've got an opponent's choice. This could be
They
devastating.
flew too close to the sun, and
That's
now
right.
to the party.
You might
I
as
might-
well be walking on the sun with that.
Oh.
Not Katrina in the
I'd go
Sunshine
biopics.
situation.
I think I saw
Late
biopics
to the
on there.
party, what category would you like to saddle the
Sandra
Wildberries
Bullock.
with?
Who, Sandy?
Sandy B?
Be a real
Sandy?
shame if you pick Sandra
We're
Bullock.
gonna need
I
an
think
answer.
we're going 80s.
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 It's a smart pick. It's a
All
broad
right.
category.
Give it an 80s.
We'll
Biopics
see.
is no fun for anyone but John Roca.
6 questions in this
That's
opponent choice
it's exactly
category.
why you would have
You
taken
guys
it.
to Look at their
I'd have given it in a heartbeat.
conference for the weekend. Here we go.
Marriott's a great hotel.
It's a solid
I'm a
one.
Bonvoy
trust me.
Elite member.
All right.
There's that
First
Marriott
one
that I
down,
mentioned
the bottom
earlier.
out of 6. This 1989 drama tells the story of an English teacher at the fictional Welton Academy who inspires his student through poetry.
Is it Dead Poets Society?
Well, yes, it is.
Maybe the poetry was a dead giveaway.
I'm not even going to answer a question. I feel
Boy,
like
that
I'm
was
I'm in the 6th inning. I don't want to mess with the pitcher.
All right, you're a regular Mike Scott in 1986 with the Astros with that forkball that got pulled for scuffing. All right.
Ken.
Question
Ken with the
2.
deep cut.
Question 2. Mitchell Ritchie directed Chevy Chase in 2 films. In what comedy series? Sorry, a ferret wrote that.
I don't want to use our repeat. You know what? Okay, let's try it.
Go to 5.
I have no idea because I didn't understand that darn ferret.
1. Yeah.
Vacations. The vacation.
That is incorrect for a 2-point steal.
Fletch, and Fletch lives.
That's a 2-point steal
is
right
a-
there.
Oh dear.
Big steal.
Oh dear.
Big steal.
No.
We can never go back to Arizona.
I'm sorry, Arizona. I got the Arizona curse right now.
He wanted Fletch. That was my fault.
No, I
All
just
right.
ruined the no-hitter that some guys
All right,
at home
third question. Kenneth Branagh starred in and directed an adaptation of which Shakespeare play in 1989? I know why, and Draco's laughing in
Macbeth?
the crowd. That is incorrect for a 2-point steal.
This could be big.
Hamlet.
What to do about nothing?
That was in the 90s. This was Henry V.
Oh.
Henry V.
The worst Henry I've ever.
He is Henry V. He
All
is.
right.
He's not big on sequels.
And
Why do we need
Draco
5
knew it.
Henrys?
Unfortunately, he's not competing.
Yeah, I didn't see
All
Henry
right.
the First, Henry the Second, Henry the
You've
Third,
got
or a
your
Henry the
fourth
Fourth.
question coming down. The fourth
Maybe I should have saw
question
Henry
coming
the Fifth though.
down. In this 1980 film directed by Michael Apted, it tells the story of a country superstar named Loretta Lynn.
I've got it. Coal miner's daughter.
Well, that's correct for 2 points.
Look at this.
All right. You know what? I'd like to point out the reason I know that is because my wife likes country music.
Well, that's good to know.
Her name's Amanda. She's lovely.
All
Too
right.
bad I don't like
All
country
right.
music.
Amanda sounds like a lady that rides horses without a helmet. Here we go. Here we go. The next question.
And thinks
coming down.
tractors
This is
are
your fifth
sexy.
out of 6. What popular 80s hard rock band is shown filming a music video during the big movie studio climax of the all-time classic Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Twisted
This is my
Sister.
favorite question ever asked. on Schmoedown.
It's a good question. Good question.
Multiple
indeed.
choice,
Multiple
please.
choice, please.
A.
We're
Quiet
not
Riot,
gonna take
B.
it.
Rat. C. Twisted Sister. D. Motley Crue.
It's Twisted Sister. Twisted Sister.
We're going to say Twisted Sister?
You're gonna burn in
There you
hell.
get the
no
point.
evil, won't you see no evil?
We're not gonna take it
Because if the
anymore.
Wildberries get this last round 2 question right in the world of the 1980s, we will be tied heading into round number 3.
How did that happen?
Opening match we have on the Schmoedown Throwdown.
All right, final question. Which 90210 actress played Heather Duke in the 1988 film Heathers?
That's Shannon Doherty, right? Yeah, right? Gotta be. Shannon Doherty.
That's correct for
We're
2
tied.
points. That's correct.
You know, Elliot Dewberry with the perfect round number 1.
Well, it wasn't
Like he
Tori
was going to have to
Spelling.
put the team on his back, but Josh Makuga starting to
Shoulda
show
went with
his or
biopics,
his wife's
probably.
movie knowledge on stage here
wow.
today, and now we are tied 23-23, heading
tell you what.
to round number 3.
Mark, I got to tell you, this is one of the best matches I've seen in a long time, only because
I'm reacting to this on Thursday, which of course we got a Thursday night game coming up with Titans Jaguars. I don't think we're getting to this score with that game, so I'm glad I'm at least seeing a
Each
high-scoring
team is
match
gonna give us
today.
a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. We need 3 numbers from each team. Each number corresponds to a
They've
different corner of
changed the
Ruby Trivia
rules
Schmoedown
layout
Throwdown.
around.
Here's how it
Now,
works in the team
it's
format.
very
Once we tell
descriptive
you
now.
what
I
the
like that.
category is, the team members must decide who
Thumbs
is
up
going to
on that.
answer that.
2
solo.
thumbs
You may
up
not
on that.
rely on your teammates' knowledge for the
3
two-pointer.
thumbs up
The
on that.
opposite team member
That was
will answer
4.
the three-pointer by
Although it's
themselves. You may
still
only
technically
confer with
2.
your teammate on the final
10 thumbs
5-point
up.
question. Should we get that
You can't
far.
see.
So,
There, 10
Wildberries,
thumbs up.
You are sitting in the higher ranked chair. You may give us your
The
series of
higher
numbers.
ranked chair.
5.
3.
6.
5, 3, 6. They didn't want to venture into double digits, Ken.
Probably can't count that high right now.
Known for that.
Too intoxicated.
Late to the party.
Well said, Ken. Well said.
Because it's Ken, 7-11.
Okay.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yes.
3. And 3.
We already did 3.
They already did 3.
14.
All right, 14.
7, 11, and 14.
7, 11, 14 coming down for them.
All right. I will be administering the late to the party questions. Late to the party, you're going to hear your 2-point question first. And you chose category 7 in honor of Ken Knapsack, although he's never had a meat treat from 7-Eleven.
No, just the prepackaged sandwiches.
And the sushi, 7-Eleven sushi.
Party. Your 2-point question is in the world of directors. Robert, Vanessa, who feels more comfortable fielding that query?
Certainly not I.
I'm going to take it.
All right, Vanessa, stepping up to the plate. 2 points in the world of directors. Who directed the 2019 film Men in Black International?
Oh dear.
You mean intentional? It's a JTH joke.
5, 4,
God
3,
darn.
2, 1. Sorry, it was F. Gary Gray.
Oh.
F. Gary Gray.
Wait, the Straight Outta Compton guy directed MIB? That's crazy.
There
I
you
didn't know
go.
that.
All right, so we are going to stick with late to the party for your 3-point question.
No, it should go the other way.
And in the world of
Should go the Wildberries.
dramas.
Uh-oh.
And Robert, this is going to be you.
Oh, they done goofed.
And a 3-point lead.
Darn.
Over late to the party.
If I was there, I would have corrected them in a
Coen
heartbeat.
Brothers film
Just so
Inside
you know.
Llewyn Davis.
Oof.
The title character takes care of his neighbor's pet. What type of pet?
I actually know this answer.
A cat.
That's correct for 3 points.
3 points.
So it was an easier answer. I was thinking like
It was-
turtle or
What
something.
I loved about that is that he's playing Ron Burgundy. You know Ron Burgundy hated answering cat over his beloved dog Baxter, but he got it out of his mouth, and he got 3 points, and he has now forced the hand of the Wildberries. Ken, over to you for their 2-point question.
All right, you chose number 5. Number 5, Johnny Bench's number when he played for the Reds. All right, here we go.
Thanks.
It's a 2-point question in the category of Oscars. Oscars. Who is going to take this question?
Neither of us, realistically.
All
All right, I'll take it.
You're going to take it.
Josh
Okay.
Macuga for 2 points.
All right. What film starring Tom Hanks and directed by Robert Zemeckis won Best Picture in 1995 at the 1995
Forrest Gump.
Academy Awards?
That's a.
Is it Forrest Gump?
Yes.
2 points.
Hey, Josh Macuga.
See, that's almost a good thing that it was a studio match, because I fear if that was in Arizona, the crowd would have groaned when they heard that question, and then he would have immediately known it.
Behind by a point, Mr. Ellis.
That's right. If the
By a point.
Wildberries can hit their 3-pointer, this is going to be Elliot's know-how alone. They are going to have the lead, and they're going to force late to the party to answer their 5-pointer correct. Ken, the best news of all, doesn't look like we're going to sudden death.
Thank God.
Definitely not there. All right, so this is a 3-point
Not enough
question in the
booze for
category-
sudden death here.
A 3-point question. You chose number 3. The category is new releases, Elliot. These are motion pictures released in the last 12 to 18 months.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
I share that
3-point
statement.
question coming in.
You got it.
Airplane movies.
All right. Correct. Who directed the 2018 reboot of the classic sci-fi creature franchise, The Predator?
Oh, Shane Black.
Rodriguez.
Shane Black.
That's incorrect.
Black.
That is incorrect. The answer was Shane Black. Shane Black.
I remember that one because that
Answer.
got a lot of crap thrown on it.
All right.
Predator.
We need a little Wildberries energy. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
No belt flossing, please. Spare us all.
They chose the number 6. The number 6, which is the category of action/adventure.
Yes!
Action/adventure.
Be a bad boys question. Come on.
Let's not have bad boys question.
All right. 5 points to put you in the lead.
Jesus, dude.
Peter Stormare plays Russian cosmonaut Lev Andropov, excuse me, and I'm Russian, in charge of the space station in what 90s film?
Armageddon.
5 points! For the lead.
They are still alive in the match. The Wildberries have now forced the hand of Late to the Party. Josh McCouga's getting naked. Maybe it's premature because Late to the Party does have their 5-point question remaining. It's as simple as this, kids. If they get it right, they win. If they get it wrong, they lose, and the Wildberries will dance the night away in downtown Burbank.
Dance the night.
We're not there yet, though. Late to the Party. You selected number 14 for your 5-point question. And that corresponds to the category of movie quotes.
Ooh.
Movie quotes. Robert, Vanessa, any confidence in this category?
This is Bush League. Amateur hour.
All right.
Stop calling your arms guns.
Your question for 5 points and the win. You'll hear the following quote in what classic romantic comedy? When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Robert and Vanessa are allowed to confer.
That's right. They have one JT
Staring
remaining.
into each other's eyes. They have one JTE rule remaining. They look like they're leaning in for a slow
5,
kiss.
4, 3,
7-year itch.
2.
Got to use the JT rule. Or
Repeat the question.
All
please.
right, they got it in. We'll give it to them.
You'll hear the following quote in what classic rom-com? When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Once that 15 seconds is up, we must have the answer already in.
Classic rom-com. 7-year itch.
The Wedding Planner.
And your winner, the
Wildberries have won. The excitement is overflowing. We hope no valuable equipment gets damaged in the celebration that is bound to ensue because the Wildberries have done the unthinkable and won a match by scoring 30 points.
Wow, they did it almost to spite us. The correct answer was When Harry Met Sally. When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally.
Nora Ephron's great script. Rob Reiner directing. Wow, I almost
That ain't no
think the
classic.
Wildberries did it to spite
That was like
Mark.
the. It was like the 90s.
But what that was a great match.
It's a classic rom-com. I'm thinking 60s. Something like that. I would have challenged that immediately. The wording of the question was off.
What categories you know?
Would have thrown you off.
Sung by Steve Perry, 1983 in Houston, as Josh McCouga crosses the camera in celebration of his
If the
epic
question
win.
says classic something, and then the answer is something in the 80s or 90s or something like that, that's a misleading question. I'd have challenged that immediately.
Came up a little bit short. Emma, our own Emma Fife, by the way, will be interviewing. What's the mood like at this party?
You know, it's still a nice light air of celebration. I think that going into this match today, we all knew that no matter the outcome, it was going to be a fun time. And I would say, Late to the Party, that, you know, you guys brought the party with you.
Absolutely. I am so happy to be here to play the Wildberries. I think that I hope we made them proud for bringing the party. Oh, thank you. I really.
McCouga's yelling off screen. None of you can probably hear him.
Everybody can hear Josh McCouga when he screams.
Anyway, so Robert, Vanessa, you know, thank you for making the journey. How do you feel about the match? I mean, obviously you didn't win, but I think you had a pretty good showing.
I feel like we're exhausted. We drove all the way to Phoenix, had to fly to Burbank to compete with the Wildberries. When they were supposed to come to us, we had to bring the party to them, and I'm exhausted. I'm out of scotch. There's nothing left in this glass. Josh McCouga stole a drink. I don't know. I'm ready to party. That's all I know how to do, and lose, apparently.
Well, Listen, I do
I-
feel that, you know,
I'm
the
used to
hometown
that.
advantage was switched up here, so that definitely threw you guys for a loop. But all in all, solid performance all around. Any parting words on this non-canon Schmoedown match that we all just witnessed here today?
Let's just have a good time. I mean, we enjoyed playing this match. I loved playing it against the Wildberries. I've been saying we want to play the Wildberries since the beginning, so this was good.
Yeah, I think we saw dreams manifested here today. What do you think?
My dreams were crushed. I'm in a glass case of emotion.
All right, back to you, Mark and Ken.
That's right. In classic Will Ferrell, and you know, if you look at an Applegate and a Ferrell, I'm pretty sure that Applegate would be able to keep it a little cooler, calm under the collar, as what Vanessa showed. The class of late to the party, they gave it their all, and it was the match that we wanted, Ken. It was an energetic match. It lived up to the hype. I am still a little shocked that I am saying this. The Wildberries were the winner.
Yeah, that's going to make it for a long ride on the 10 back to Brawley or Tucson or wherever they live, but it's going to be a fun trip. They're going to have to work. But I really think the late to the party should be proud of what they're doing. But speaking of proud,
it's a hell of an effort.
Emma Fife has got to be proud that she has this job to stand with these two guys right now. Take it away.
Oh dear.
Listen, we saw Schmoedown history made here today. Elliot Dewberry, perfect round one.
They said it couldn't be done. They said the Wildberries will never win another match. They said they're all spectacle and no talent. Well, you saw it here tonight. When you get a team to drive several hours in 100-degree weather from another state all the way over here and immediately put them up against the Wildberries are going to take that match.
Conspiracy. So they just
You definitely did. Now,
sabotage.
Do you feel having the hometown advantage gave the Wildberries the edge here today?
No, I think our biggest advantage was the fact that Elliot is way better at trivia than I am and really carried this team on his back. He's got severe scoliosis, and it was awesome. It was really, really good.
Now, I do think we saw a little of that Makuga magic, that incredible guessing ability return to you in round two.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think I wanted Fletch, and we went vacation. But other than that, like, I thought 80s was a little bit of a weakness. It's a broad genre. I was born early, but then I didn't really start watching movies because my parents didn't let us watch R-rated movies. Seems like a lot of R-rated questions. What are you going to do? A lot of Pinot Grigio, grease the wheels to my 80s, just perfection. Put me on that lawnmower. I'm Dr. Do you know McDreamy? What's that movie, Ellis?
Grey's Anatomy.
You know.
Grey's Anatomy?
No.
Lawnmower Man?
No. You know the lawnmower movie where he plays the geek and he goes to Chic and he goes.
Oh, what? Can't Buy Me Love.
Thank you, late to the party. I am Can't Buy Me Love right now.
Except you can buy Josh Makuga's pants on the internet. Are those loudmouthgolf.com? Hashtag
public.com for
for all your Wildberries t-shirts.
There's the drop. Wonder when that was going to come.
As they say, I think everybody is perhaps a little surprised. Psyched?
Yeah.
That's the word we're looking for.
I got so used to driving home from these things angry, sad, just crying all over the steering wheel, very dangerous. It's going to be nice.
Especially in the LA traffic. That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Said that she would divorce me if I lost again. Our 2-year anniversary is coming up in a couple weeks, and guess what? I'm staying married. Woo!
I hope they didn't make that ultimatum to you.
Who knew?
We witnessed history in the making with Elliot Dewberry proving he actually does know something about movie trivia, and Josh Makuga walking away from this a still married man. Now back to you at the desk, Mark and Ken.
I'll tell you, when Josh says he was born early, he was born 3.5 months premature, lived the first 2 years of his life in a turkey oven roasting bag. But I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter. He did really good today, and I'm really proud of my podcasting part.
That's right. The Afternoons with Josh and Ken. Check that out wherever you digest podcasts. I guess we should send our condolences to Josh's lovely wife. You got to deal with that for at least another year, but you'll be able to handle it.
Jabbing. He's jabbing.
Have a nice T-shirt, but you can get our exclusive Schmoedown.
Well, sure you can.
For the 2019 live season. Right now it is available at the Schmoedownlive.com. It's a cool tour T-shirt. Tells you all the cities we went to this year, all the fun that we've had.
And that one that they would be at right now. But
look at all those faces on there.
Reasons.
I'm not one of them. Are you?
No, not me, sir. But there's a lot of beautiful people on that shirt. That's going to look
Oh, no,
great.
wait, I am. I see myself.
And I see
Take it
Ken.
all back. Now you can buy the shirt.
And I see Ken. He's right underneath the person talking.
available now, as well as tickets for Orlando at the Schmoedownlive.com. Ken, the final thought on today's match, 30-26, goes to you.
A great match, but, you know, I guess it's a shame on people like me who don't take the Wildberries seriously other than T-shirt sales, because they really showed something. A perfect round from Elliott. That's not easy to do. And late to the party, I really do like these kids, and I hope they keep coming around. They're very fun. They're going to get some big wins down the line if they really want. 26 points, nothing to sneeze at. I really like what they did.
Well, we certainly have a nice.
Of course you're saying that,
we
because they are in collusion with corruption.
For the headlining event. Here we go. Chance. He's a Cobra. His name's Chance Ellison versus William, the Beast Bibbiani. He's still standing. Ken,
Who would win between a Cobra
Here's a quick
and
preview
a Beast?
Right
What's going on with this nuke?
Oh, the nuke. What's going on with it? Listen, I would love to tell you. I would. But then I'd have to kill you.
Oh dear. Well, good away. Good thing they turned away from that. Let's not show a murder on camera. Oh, still makes me sad.
Chance Ellison came to play today.
Boy, was he ready.
Chance Ellison came to play the perfect round.
Shanghai Knights.
Perfect.
Oh, I do that question.
Chance Ellison is now the youngest champion we've ever had. They're having a hell of a year here. They beat the Founding Fathers.
I got a loss against Dan out of my system. That was a practice match.
What a run by William Bibbiani leading here today. He was the MVP, and because of that, he got a #1 contender shot.
And he's so cuddly.
Against Lon Harris this season. Then he won a triple threat match against Ethan
Which I
Irwin
predicted.
and John Roca to earn him. He is on fire right now, and he still has that #1 contender match in his back pocket.
Oh, I have a #1 contenders. That's something I'm going to have to contend with.
Mm.
I'm going to pick my moment, and I'm going to swoop it up. Swoop. There it is.
Oh, what a pun that was.
I wanted to intergeek him. I wanted him to have his first belt. We got that. We're going to get this guy singles title here. We're going to have all the belts at the end of this. You see what happens when you doubt me. Keep doubting me.
Keep doubting you, but what about him? Just saying.
And it gets the competitive juices flowing, Ken, because now we are in the thick of the ultimate Schmoedown tournament singles division, and two of the best of the game, Chance Ellison versus William Bibbiani here taking the stage. It's a round #1 match, and William Bibbiani comes in as a guy who really took his game to the next level at a live event that was the free-for-all. He lasted throughout everybody else, came down to the wire between him and Dan Murrell. William Bibbiani was named the MVP of that match. However, in the postseason games, hasn't played quite up to his strength. Chance Ellison was eliminated by Ethan Irwin last time around, and funny enough, the winner of this match, you know who they play in round #2? Ethan Big Time Irwin.
Oh,
interesting.
Down the line for our team, and I'll say our team again. I am a broadcast journalist. I'm going to be professional, but chances.
So you'll be like Sonny Jurgensen during a Washington Redskins radio broadcast.
Opportunity to really.
I don't know how you can make a call like that.
We know
it's a stupid call.
All this kind of stuff floating around.
That's not a good call. No, you don't like that call. I don't like that call.
William the Beast Bibbiani,
not a very good call.
One of the greats of the game. That can't be debated. He's had some big wins. He's had some big losses, and sometimes you don't know which one's going to stand up. And yes, he's still standing even after all these rounds, but that's the free-for-all. This is something.
Oh, it's a drinking joke.
He brings today.
See Elton John in Vegas on his farewell tour. Ken, I think you're doing a very professional job of trying to remain as impartial.
You are being very professionally professional.
Because you're right. William the Bibbiani.
No, Bibby.
Bibby! In so many different categories. Even if you represent corruption, you want to talk a little trash against William Bibbiani, you have to acknowledge the greatness that he has brought to the Schmoedown. Not just from an answering questions correct standpoint either. Such a fun entrance. He helps with the website. He does a lot of things for the Schmoedown.
What website?
To do something for him.
Too soon.
And that would be to advance against Ethan Irwin. But man, that Chance Ellison, that kid you're raising over there in corruption, he knows how to play this game.
We have filed the adoption papers on Chance to actually adopt them as a team. Mike's going to be the mother. But I'll tell you, in our pre-game meetings over at a fast food joint nearby here that serves the Impossible Meat Burgers, We told you,
Burger King.
we do not.
No,
do
gotta be
not
Hardee's.
underestimate William Bibbiani.
Oh, wait, no. It's Carl's
He is
Jr. over
level
there.
for
I'm still
any
stuck on
second. He
East
is a former
Coast.
champ for a reason.
Because I'm
Love is
East
at the
Coast
stage of one
biased.
chair there because you know William Bibbiani is going to stand. Will Chance Ellison eventually stand as well? We'll wait to find that out. Ken, the tail of the tape. What is your boy Chance?
All right, we have a lot.
He's
of
good
stuff
at
for Chance. He's a young kid. He watches a lot of movies. That's why he's here. So good. His strengths include action adventure, new releases, fantasy sci-fi, among other categories. On Bibbiani's side, his resume includes classics, directors, Oscars. He is a
Anything involving movies.
dignified film watcher,
Cinephile.
But don't worry, he can go low into the sci-fis and the superheroes and the actions as well.
One of them calls movies cinema, the other one calls them talkies, and it's about to go down right now on the movie trivia Schmoedown. Ken, are you ready?
Sir, I am.
It's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown!
Yay! And you don't want to hear me talk about cinemas, and you don't want to hear me talkie.
At your ready.
All right.
Introducing first.
With a record of 2 wins. Representing corruption.
Jump the gun on the guitar riffs.
This is the Cobra.
And accompanied by Ken Knapsack. He just runs from outside the table. Grace, that shirt does not look very PG.
Grace has got the helm today. Leading the team is, quite frankly, she always does.
Very non-PG shirt there, Grace.
She is more the manager than you. Is that
I'm on to you.
That is true. I'm just collecting a pension for retirement. And her opponent, with an all-time record of 7 wins and 6 defeats.
Oh, I was wondering what music was going to come out.
He is a former movie
So,
trivia Schmoedown.
obviously it's going to be another Pokemon because horror and Pokemon goes hand in hand now. Go Teddy Ursa. Uh-oh. What we got here? Jupiter Ascending.
Tell them it's a Love Actually reference.
It's a Love This is Andrew Lincoln's.
Any luck by next year, I'll have all these belts.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a great. Damn.
But for now, let me say, Chance is going down.
Oh, no.
Corruption is misspelled.
It is.
I mean, that's true.
I don't like sand.
Doesn't.
It's coarse and rough and irritating.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Not like here. Here, everything is soft and smooth. Where was I? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
I like that.
Growl, growl.
Look at that.
Hashtag growl. For the Beast with a Love Actually reference. And we love William for his intros, amongst many other things. My favorite part of William's Love Actually intro is that Chance had the same look on his face that I do trying to watch Love Actually.
Okay.
Not a fan.
It's one of my favorite films.
Cold Dead Heart in here.
How dare you? Of all the Beast intro, that's my favorite one. That was really funny. I like that.
Then we should move on to the rules of round
night,
number
everybody.
1, gentlemen.
What are the rules? It doesn't matter because you can't win.
The rules are as follows.
Well, I can't win. Have you seen me play before?
Each question
You know
is
it's
worth 1
true.
point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing.
8 questions.
In round number 1. As soon as you hear us
1
ask the
point
question, you have about 15
each.
seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you. Elliot, stop sniffing that marker. Your match has already been played. Each team has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. You're not sure you heard a question right, you want us to repeat it, you just want to buy yourself another 15
Well,
seconds
apparently
to
it
get
did
that
wonders
right
for
answer.
him.
Use
He
the
played very
JTE
well.
rule. Each
Take notes, people.
competitor also has 1 challenge.
Perfect rounds every
at
time.
any point throughout the 3-round match. William, I'm noticing a Jupiter Ascending shirt. Is that something?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, like Jupiter Ascending, I had a lot of anticipation when I got started. Then bit of a rough start out of the gate, and now I'm finally finding my audience.
I would say that Love Actually is the Jupiter Ascending of romantic comedies.
That's
Ken.
fair.
Chance Ellison, how you feeling, Cobra?
Feel pretty good, ready to You know, you're still standing right now. Right, I'm gonna take you down a peg. So let's go. Let's go.
Oh boy, threatening words from Chance, and with that, let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Yay! I'll give you a 5 out of 10 on that one, Chance.
Ken Knapsack will be asking the first question while I gather my breath.
All right.
Not everything needs to be a jab.
One here. Category is animated. Animated.
Oh, they mixed it around.
What is the subtitle of the 1991 sequel to An American Tail?
Whoa. This ain't the Wildberries late to the party match anymore.
No, it is not. I was a big fan of this franchise.
Some deep cuts.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right, we're looking for answers shortly in 5, 4, 3.
5-0 goes west.
1. William.
5-0 goes west.
That is correct,
Yes.
sir, for a point. Chance.
5-0 goes west.
All right, we're tied up at 1.
All right, your next question is in the world of, get ready, audience, it's comedies.
You can't give it 2 times a night. They're all drained.
Seeing a smile on Christian Rubalcaba's face, it warms my heart. In the world of comedies, what 1998 weed-themed comedy starred Dave Chappelle and Jim Brewer?
And had a cameo by a person that I like a lot, and has kind of made me a well-known person around the community. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Saget.
4.
It's
3.
Half-Baked.
1.
Boo this man.
That's correct.
Boo.
F you, you're cool, half-baked.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Boo this man.
Unless you're in a state that encourages it. Ken, back to you for drama.
All right.
Also, if you ever see my reactions, be ready, because I might post that as a submitted Patreon question.
Winfrey made her feature film debut in what film from director Steven
Oh.
Spielberg?
I heard she...
Something I would actually know. I don't know how. I've never seen the movie, but I've actually seen the resume.
All right, 5, 4.
It's the color purple.
2,
I'll be
1.
darned.
Pens are down. Looking for answers starting with William.
The color purple.
That is correct, sir. Chance.
The color purple.
All right, we're tied up at 3. Both guys perfect.
I'm 3 for 3 so far. Hot damn! Caught the police and the fireman.
Elliot Dewberry and getting a perfect round number 1. In the world of action-adventure is your next category. Double A. Who plays Martin Riggs in the Lethal Weapon franchise? And a groan comes over the crowd. I'm going to say this. I think Oprah's talk show, like the daytime format, probably the best. I was a big fan of Montel. I got into Ricky Lake for a year.
I'm gonna be 4 out of 4. What are these questions?
3.
Who else?
2.
Mel Gibson.
1.
Springer.
Chance.
That'd be racist ass Melly Gibson.
He is not fond of a lot of different types of people.
Don't forget anti-Semitic.
Mel Gibson. All right.
We don't.
I am tied with Bibbiani and Chance Ellison.
That's right. What bar did you get hammered at in Malibu?
All right. All right. 5th question.
No one will ever believe this.
Fantasy slash sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Who plays the adult hero Trevor Anderson in the 2008 film Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Oh dear.
It's an interesting way to phrase that question. Who plays
oh
the
wait,
adult
no,
hero?
no.
That can mean a lot of.
Yeah,
he's the adult hero, and he's also here to fix your pool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
William.
Brendan Fraser.
That's correct. He said it even right. Chance.
Brendan Fraser.
Well, there goes my perfect round. Not that anybody saw that was going to happen.
Pretty funny. They have an open mic comedy store every Sunday afternoon.
Am I even thinking of the right franchise? He was in one of those films, right?
Sunday.
Maybe he was in the second one.
Films. The question: which famous action star plays the villainous Toymaker in Spy Kids 3D? Game Over.
That's
quote a famous film. Game Over, man. Game over,
man. Spy Kids, underrated franchise, man.
Are you serious?
No.
I've never seen any of them.
I saw the first one in theaters. Don't ask me. 5.
I might.
4.
You and your Fox
3,
friend?
2, 1. Pens are down.
It's probably an easy one.
Starting with Chance.
You misspoke, man. It said the greatest movie ever made. Sylvester Stallone.
All right.
Of
there
course.
We go.
Correct. It is Sylvester Stallone.
Of course it is.
Right.
Of course it is.
Ram shot through round number 1. 2 questions separate both Chance and William.
It's over. Nothing is over.
7th question.
But it's over for me.
In the category of horror thriller.
Oh dear.
Which famous movie monster has been played by Robert De Niro, Christopher Lee,
Ah.
and Aaron Eckhart? Famous movie monster. The answer is not Count Dooku.
He was some
Hey,
sort of monster.
at least it'll be right this time. Because I guessed it in one earlier. It's Frankenstein.
Pens down, William the Beast Bibbiani.
The Frankenstein monster.
That is correct for a point.
Chance.
Frankenstein's monster.
There we go, 7-7. They both were very correct. People get upset.
People get very in their feelings when you just say Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It's round one. We probably would have accepted it, but thank you, John,
Yes.
for avoiding that 10-minute conversation.
If you had put Dr. Frankenstein, then it's wrong.
Round for each of you is in the category of Oscar movies. These are movies that won statues or were nominated. Your question.
Robert De Niro is
Leo
Frankenstein.
won a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for what boxing drama?
Boxing dramas would have been what we would have had here if people didn't like that answer. The last one. You get it?
Hey,
Get it? Get what I did there?
See what you did? The gloves are off.
Physical violence. It's always fun.
It's always a good time.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down. That was water. All right, we got answers coming from Chance.
The fighter.
That is correct for a point and a perfect round.
The fighter.
We got
Oh,
two perfect
crap.
rounds.
Crap.
I said when Elliot did it that it doesn't happen often. Now it's like it's like you know, Heat and Burbank.
Do we
It's
even
here,
Yeah.
always.
need to play the rest of this match? Can we just skip to sudden death? You know what? We'll give.
I'm
you
happy,
a chance
though. I
to
got
you
5
both
out of
perfect
8.
round. You do get
I
a
actually look
bonus question.
respectable.
And it is the two of you, so we're going to play like a normal round one question.
Oh, that's
Please
right.
write down
I get
your
to get another
answers
question
with your
wrong.
name. You can reveal what your attempt was. Your bonus question: what 2018 coming-of-age film stars Nick Robinson, Jennifer Garner, and Josh Duhamel, or as I like to say, Duhamel? I like hitting the H hard.
Oh.
Duhamel.
That's hitting the H hard, man.
Duhamel.
I remember that in high school. Yeah, okay. 5, 4.
Did someone say Hamel?
3.
I'll take
2,
Duhamels.
1.
Wonder?
Pens are down. We're going to go with William Bibbiani first.
Wonder?
That's incorrect.
Oh,
And
crap.
One-point
Love
lead.
Simon.
He got it.
Big lead could prove to be key. Could prove to be
Crap.
key.
Well, we know at least one of the competitors is mortal. We'll find out more in round number 2, which is what we have embarked upon with the wheel.
I still got more than half of them. I'm very happy.
Wheel is 10 different movie categories of movie trivia. Schmoedown
Take 2. Wheel of Death. Gotta pray to the wind.
This is a singles match. 4 questions. Each question is worth 2 points. There are no penalties for missing a question. However, there is stealing available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. If you get that one wrong, the other person may steal that for a point. Huge shout out to our wheel sponsor here today. Give a big hand to John Layton, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best we've ever had around these parts. John Layton, he's a huge fan. He wanted the Wheel Slice's fantasy sci-fi and Natalie Portman.
Natalie,
So
Natalie,
apologies, everybody,
Natalie.
on Meryl Streep. John Layton said, we've had enough Streep. We're getting some Portman, and that's what we have on the wheel. Chance Ellison, you enjoy a 1-point lead over William Bibbiani because you knew the film was Love, Simon, and you even put the comma in there. Appreciate that.
How
You wanna spin
professional.
First, or would you like to defer to your beastly opponent?
I'll go first.
All right, spin from the wheel, not the
Chance
pegs.
is
That's
gonna
the
roll
old.
up there.
That's the old wheel over there.
Old wheel,
Yeah.
Old wheel.
Brought
Give
out
it
of
a spin.
retirement for one show only.
All right, all right.
Except for the last time it was brought out of retirement again.
The crowd is
Natalie
chanting.
here.
They're trying to get a Natalie chant. It's not really catching on like Meryl Streep did.
I don't know why.
Round and round it goes, Ken. It's dangerous.
Passes. It is coming up on
Horror? I don't think that's, yeah.
He's going to spin again.
I don't blame him there. He probably knows some horror, but it's a Bibby category.
Last time Chance washed that jacket.
William Bibby. The Beast Bibby.
Can William Bibbiani get any higher?
No, the answer is
He's
no.
going to go past opponent's choice and right into Spielberg movies.
Spielberg movies.
For
You're gonna
Chance
administer
Ellison.
Those ones, yes, sir.
Actually, Ken, you're going to be asking the
Really?
Spielberg
You trust me?
questions.
You trust me?
I
Okay.
Trust
trust
me,
you across
trust
all
me,
streaming
trust me,
platforms, even
trust
the ones
me.
that Steven Spielberg.
Yep.
Oh,
He's a Jake the Snake if I've ever seen one.
All right, we got, what do we got? 4 in this round, right?
4 in this
4
round.
in this round. Daddy has to make sure sometimes. All right. Category for you, Chance, is Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg. All right. First out of 4. In Jurassic Park, what 3-word phrase does John Hammond repeatedly used when describing his park?
Spared no expense.
That's correct for 2 points.
He even did the accent.
That's a good Edinburgh. That's a good Edinburgh.
Judges, do we give him 2 more points for the accent?
No.
I'm getting the no.
No.
No?
That's a no.
Big no.
All right.
I hear some judges saying that the chance should lose a point for doing that.
It's a no for me.
I get it.
It was a good. It was a damn good Dr. John Hammond.
All right.
Thanks,
Second question. Second question. Who stars as the slave rebellion's leader, Sinkyu, in 1997's Amistad?
Jimon Hansu.
That's correct. 2 points there. Jamin Hunsu.
I didn't even know he did that film.
All right. Steven Spielberg, he's perfect through 2 questions.
All right.
Can we get a Last Crusade question, please?
In Spielberg's war comedy, 1941, 2 volunteer lookouts spend the film stationed on what kind of civilian structure on the coast that ends up being attacked by a submarine?
A lighthouse? I don't know what else it would be. Nothing else makes sense.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
A lighthouse. B, a roller coaster. C, a library. D, a Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
That's correct for a point.
Wow.
That's correct for a point.
Interesting.
Good pull.
He had a 25% chance and he nailed it.
That's right. All right. Final question this round, Chance, in the category of Steven Spielberg. What famous musician has a cameo in Hook as a police inspector?
Phil Collins.
2 points. The kid knows Hook.
He can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Ah!
7-point round number 2 for Chance Ellison. And now William the Beast Bibbiani
I
steps
still
up
got
and puts
it.
himself in an 8-point hole, so he needs to get every
Dude,
question
you need
right,
to get
right
rid
off
of
the
that
bat
effing
in order to tie
tattoo.
Chance going into round 3, and the spin is in.
There we go.
The mannequin.
Definitely a good spin. Good
Say,
form from Bibbiani
has
on that spin.
one of the better spin forms
Yeah, he does.
I've
Bibbiani,
seen.
good follow through with his arms on that spin.
No more
He's like
mannequin.
an old-timey golfer.
He
Really
does.
good follow through.
Is that Ben Hogan I see up there? What is that going
It's
on there?
Sam Snead. Get it right, Ken. God.
Uh-oh, it's careening towards opponent's choice, Ken.
Oh.
Early release date. Scott Mance laughing at his friend.
Scott Mance disapproves.
Spinning away from Scott Mance. And Ken, that spin had a little more mustard on it, so you and I are going to be vamping for quite some time.
That's right. All right. I'll be appearing at the Comedy Loft November 16th.
Washington, D.C.
Washington,
Tickets at
DC.
markellislive.what?
.net.
.net.
You made the change.
That's right. Just like the
Good call
classic.
for you.
Uh-oh.
Is it coming on to...
Oh,
boy.
woo.
It was hard.
It was hard.
It was hard, and now he spins it away. So it appears it's Tom Cruise, but it's not. It's actually horror movies. Yeah. So the Beast.
Yeah.
Excited.
By a thread.
Oh, yeah.
As he should. Good
All
spin.
right, William, your first question of 4 in round at number 2 in the world of horror films. Who played Norman Bates in Gus Van Sant's 1998 remake of Psycho?
Vince Vaughn.
2 points. All right.
Bibbs did not seem amused.
crowd
Well,
debates
slightly
the merits
amused
of
by
that
the
movie.
question, not so
Your
much
next
the
question,
answer.
William, the 2007 Spanish zombie horror film Wreck was remade a year later in 2008 under what name?
Quarantine.
That's a deep cut.
points.
He got it for 2 points.
He wanted you to finish the question out of respect, but
Yeah,
had the
very
answer.
polite,
I
the Beast
appreciate
is. He's
you
a
waiting
very
until I could get
polite
that
beast.
question out of my mouth.
Out of
Our next
respect.
one. In the Evil Dead films, what brand / make of car does Ash drive? Just looking for the company.
I'm not going to want to get this one wrong. Let's do multiple choice.
Is it A, a Buick, B, a Chrysler, C, a Cadillac, or D, an Oldsmobile?
Chrysler.
Deciding point in the game.
At least it's not a Lincoln.
Is it an Oldsmobile?
It is an Oldsmobile for a point.
Good point.
So
Impressive.
Bibbiani checking the multiple choice.
It'd be
there.
weird if
So
he
now
drove
finds
like a
himself
Lincoln
trailing
Town
Chance by
car.
3. He's got a chance to pull that deficit to within 1 if he can get his last round 2 question in the world of horror correct. William Peter Blatty directed George C. Scott as police Lieutenant Kinderman, who becomes consumed by a series of murders that relate to a killer known as a Gemini Man in what film?
That is the wildly underrated The Exorcist 3.
Never saw it, too scared to watch it, but he gets 2 points for knowing that.
I did not know they even made a third Exorcist film. Thanks, Bibbs.
This is Chance
Bibby.
Ellison. This is William Bibbiani. And Ken,
Will.
This is what we expect
Beast.
going in
Growl.
number 3 from these
Growl.
2 competitors.
Absolutely.
Hashtag.
I'm getting nervous here for my charge, but I always respect what the Beast does up there.
Got enough juice left? Is that what you're concerned about? You got 74%.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I'm hanging
70.
in at 56.
I got the Commodore 64 ready to fire up if I need it.
Commodore 64?
But, well, I tell you what, this is high stakes.
But the Amiga was so much better. It's a shame I never caught on.
Everybody out there watching on the live stream, thank you for joining us here live as
Yeah,
well as our studio audience.
thanks to all you people.
The winner of
Shame
this match
I
will
could
be playing
join in.
Ethan Irwin in round number 2. I am told that we have a graphic ready to go that just gives everybody the landscape of what we have currently going on in the movie trivia Schmoedown Ultimate.
We
Schmoedown
interrupt this
Singles
broadcast and
Tournament.
match to
I
have
put
a
that up
word
to
from
you
our
in front of the viewer and
sponsors.
also build suspense for Chance and William.
Wow, look at that. A lot on stake.
All right, well, gentlemen,
And as soon as I look up,
think about
poof,
round number
it's
3,
gone.
And how it works is as follows. Each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. The first question you hear is worth 2 points. Your next
Good
one's
thing
worth 3
they don't
points.
range
Last
in
one's worth 4
difficulty
points. How
from
to get the
1
categories? Well, the
to
numbers that
20.
you've just given us. Chance Ellison, you currently lead William Bibbiani by a point. So you get to choose your numbers first. Do you want to stay in the single digits like the Wildberries?
I will go 6, 17, and 8.
6, 17, and 8.
All over the place, like jambalaya.
William Bibbiani, any numbers that are not what Chance just said?
I'll take 7, 3, and 19.
They all did that.
7, 3, and 19.
Are those sports people?
Number 19 is Bernie Kosar.
Oh, is that good?
It's good.
Nah,
That's
not
very good,
not
especially
no,
for
not
Bernie
really.
Kosar.
He played for the Browns, so
got
no.
Mickey Mantle and a Babe Ruth there.
He did play for the Dolphins for a little while
William,
when
you're gonna
the
hear
Dolphins
your
weren't
2-point
losing
question
1,000
first.
to
You trail Chance by 1.
2.
You selected the category of directors.
He knows some of them. I
And
do
your
not.
Question for 2 points and the lead. Who directed the Oscar-winning film The Revenant?
That was The Revenant, you said?
I said The Revenant.
Okay.
Go to 5, 4, 3, 2.
JTE.
Who directed the Oscar-winning film The Revenant?
Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu.
He got it. 2 points. Needed a JT
Who?
to get there, but he got
Who?
there. And now he
Alejandro
has to
did it.
again. We picked
Alejandro
Chance. What was
Armando
The
Estrada
category of new
and Alberto Del Rio.
releases. New releases. All right.
I've seen a couple of them.
These are, of course, films. Sorry, I dropped my beer. These are films released in the last 12 days.
Beer,
It
booze.
says airplane movies.
That's
Yeah.
right. In Welcome to Marwen, who stars as Mark Hogenkamp, the man who uses modified dolls to create a fantasy world?
Steve Carell.
Yeah.
That's correct for 2 points.
That was the
All
movie I
right.
was thinking of
2 points for
before
the lead.
in that other match.
Pushing it back
I
over.
screwed up.
Pivoting back to William Bibbiani.
I remember Carell was in
William,
some
for
new
your 3-pointer,
release
you
that I was thinking
selected
about.
number
and
3.
I picked the wrong one.
1982 NFL MVP Mark Mosley's number corresponds to the category.
Mark Mosley, a kicker. How did a kicker win MVP?
And your question.
Unbelievable.
Which Star Trek actor played Dr. Brackish Oaken, the scientist in charge of research
Brent
at
Spiner.
51 in Independence Day?
Brent Spiner.
He knew Brent Spiner.
right.
He got 3 points.
Hell with our
Lead over
orders.
Chance. And so now Chance will have to answer his 3-pointer to force the 5-pointer from William Bibbiani.
All right.
And
Chance,
life
you
forms.
chose for your 3-point question the number 17, which corresponds to the category of sports. Sports.
Sports.
Put it on the board. Yes. Here we go.
Holy cow.
3-point question. What 2014 sports drama tells the true story of a sports agent who decides to recruit
$1 million arm.
players for Major League Baseball?
$1 Million Arm.
That's correct.
Wow.
For 3.
Went to India
Back and
to
forth
recruit
we go
talent.
again.
The only reason I knew that is because I
happened
submitted a
in the
question
first
about
match we
that
had,
eons
Throwdown
ago.
tonight,
This is
late to
before the
party in
Patreon.
Wildberries. I was like, wow,
Eons
you're really
ago.
doing well. This is what we expect from Chance and William.
Only
It does
reason
come
I
down
remembered
to
that.
the 5-point question.
It should. It should.
Never actually saw it,
And
but
William, you're gonna have to
I
answer your
submitted
5-point
questions, so I had to learn
question
some
first.
stuff
If you get this
about
right,
sports
you're gonna force
films.
Chance to answer his. If you get it wrong, Chance, you're walking out of here with an all-expenses
With the
paid
dub.
trip to
With
meet
the
Ethan Irwin
dub.
in round number 2.
There. Guess that's how you do a
Willie, selected
dub.
number 19, and like we said, Bernie Kosar's number corresponds to animated movies.
Okay. I might get this.
Animated movies.
Maybe.
And your
Hopefully.
question. What 2005 animated movie has a new take on a classic fairy tale with characters and stars Anne Hathaway, Glenn Close, and Patrick Warburton?
Hoodwinked?
Oh, yes.
How did he know that? 5 points. Yes, he got it right. Wow.
I actually saw the sequel in theaters.
I mean,
There was
Cinderella,
nobody
Snow White, and
there.
Hoodwinked, the 3 pillars of
Nobody
animated
was
fare.
in the theater.
All right. Comes down to this.
And it was opening night.
5-21.
So that's
5
not the
question
excuse.
Going to Chance right now. Chance
It was
chose number
bad.
8. The
Like
number of
the
my all-time
the
favorite baseball
the
player,
attendance
Gary
was
Carter.
bad.
5-point
So much sports.
question.
Sports.
The National Treasure franchise. Who plays Agent Sadusky, who is always right on the heels of Nicolas Cage's Benjamin Gates?
He's got all his JTE rules remaining.
He does.
So it's going to take a little bit of time. He doesn't have this one.
I wish I had followed them a little bit more. I saw the first one a couple times.
4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2. In the National Treasure franchise, who plays Agent Sadusky, who is always right on the heels of Nicolas Cage's Benjamin Gates?
He can extend the match for another 30, 45 seconds.
Rolling around in his head, thinking. No, thinking about that mellow mushroom in Arizona. 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2. In the National Treasure franchise, who plays Agent Sadusky?
It's definitely
who's
not coming to
right
me.
on the heels of Nicolas
So I can't
Cage's
imagine what he's
Benjamin
thinking.
Gates.
So 1 JTE will remain.
I will randomly throw out a name that I don't even know if he's even in the movies or not. I will say Ben Kingsley.
Be a big one here. And we've got 5, 4.
What the hell? One more. JT.
One more JT rule in the National Treasure franchise. Who plays Agent Sadusky, who is always right on the heels of Nicolas Cage's Benjamin Gates? This one.
Dan Kruger.
And your winner, William
I had no idea what that was. Who was that?
Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel was the answer. William and Chance not knowing that, but here comes the.
I just realized I never did pick a winner. I escaped.
Her man, Chance Ellison.
Nope, I didn't escape. Somebody's gonna grab me through their camera, their computer, and strangle
Who
me.
is ready to face Ethan Irwin in round number 2?
You know what? My heart's breaking right now for the kid over here. Not the kid, but our kid, Chance. It comes down to the 5-pointer. But
We
we're
are
gonna talk to him afterwards and
heartbroken,
see what Grace and him have to say
not
in the comments.
spoken.
I do have to say, just as
Love
a
taken, don't you
broadcast
mess
journalist,
around with me.
like the great,
You're
late great
trying to be fair.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, to see William the Beast
Bobby the
Bibbiani
Brain
have that kind of
Heenan,
joy and
R.I.P.,
emotion and a big
great
victory after he's
manager.
been playing for so many years. I just love that. He's still invested. He still wants to be here, and I do have to respect that. A big win for him, but tough loss for Chance. We're going to try to build on it.
Tough loss for Chance, and right now we are once again
But a
joined
great
by
match.
the great Emma Fife, who has an interview with Chance Ellison.
Thanks, Mark. Well, Chance, you can't win them all.
No, you can't.
So,
But you sure try
tough
to.
loss today. Thus ends your run in the singles tournament here during the Ultimate Schmoedown. But, a game very well fought, if I do say so myself.
I would also say so. Emma, thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, nobody can argue with a perfect round, a double dewberry, as we're officially calling it now here at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. But Grace, corruption.
Let's just
still,
call it something that
you
JTH
still
will never
got the
get.
opportunity to defend those belts coming up in Orlando, so you must still be feeling pretty proud of Chance here today.
Oh, I'm feeling fantastically proud. I mean, he literally didn't miss any question until the last question. That's amazing. I don't know if I've ever seen that. We're super, super proud of him.
Thank you, Grace.
Absolutely. And how are you feeling going into your match against the Founding Fathers? In a lot of ways, this may be a blessing in that you're able to focus on teams.
Yeah, I mean, look, I hate losing more than I love winning. So, I will say, I'm going to spend the rest of the time until Orlando getting ready, because if the Founding Fathers think they could step up to us a third time and expect something to change, Nah, we're keeping these belts.
You're not worried that maybe because they have lost to you before that they're going to step up their own game?
She asking if we're worried about a team we've already beaten twice. No, I'm not worried.
I also asked you to take off your sunglasses like a few weeks ago, and I see you still have yet to honor that request. So why don't you go home and, in addition to studying movie trivia, learn some respect?
Wow.
I'll do one of those two things. Do one, maybe both, maybe 1.5. Who knows?
Well, I think that's enough with that. Back to
1.5?
you, Ken.
How would you do 1.5?
I mean, you know, I felt like
would you go like
Chance
this?
in my 20s. I hate losing more than I like winning. Then I turned 30 and I was like, you know what?
Now you
losing's
made me
probably gonna
look,
happen more often
made me
than
look
it
like a
used to. He's
goofball,
not there yet,
Chance.
and he feels like he has an
Thanks.
easy win in Orlando, which, by the way, we're going to be in Orlando October 19th. You can get your tickets at the Schmoedownlive.com. Before we go to an interview with the winner, can you put maybe a button on Corruption's feelings going into that live event from Epcot
Well,
Center?
you could feel the passion and chance. We have a big match. We want to defend those belts. We want this to be a run that's written about in the Schmoedown history books, and we're looking towards that. This was a loss. This was a loss, but we've taken losses before, and that's what Corruption has showed. We are not about the now. We are about the big picture, and that's what we're focusing on right now as we go to Orlando.
That's right. Our engineer
At least
Cody
it's
Hall,
not
new father,
Kokomo.
got bored of seeing your face, and so he threw that Orlando poster up just in
Oh,
time.
dear.
Love you, Cody.
So
Congratulations
mean.
to you and
You're
yours. And
so
congratulations to
mean.
William Bibbiani. Emma, he seems
Can't
like he's
you
in a
tell
pretty
you're
jovial mood.
mean?
He is in a very jovial mood because you won!
Oh,
You did it,
yeah.
man!
I'm so excited! This is the first time I've made it past the first round in a singles tournament. The last time I lost to Sam Levine. And so I feel like now I can be my own Sam Levine, and isn't that exciting?
I mean, here's the thing is that you have every right to be super proud because every time going into the singles tournament, you've been matched up against an incredibly difficult competitor, and today was no exception.
Chance is amazing. Can we just say that? Like,
Yes.
Chance is a really great competitor. He's got that belt for a reason. Who knows how long he'll keep it, but maybe a long-ass time. I seriously thought this was a toss-up. I felt pretty good going into it, but look, I think we each only missed one question each. Yeah. It came down to point value. That's it. That's all it was. It was one of the closest matches I've ever been in, except for my dear friend Andreka, which is the closest match I've ever been in.
It really truly was. I mean, what a way to make your Schmoedown debut.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But I think today that we saw more of that William Bibbiani who we first saw when he made his debut back in 2016, and like the beast is back, man.
I just feel more comfortable now. This last year has been really transformative for me. I've got a great partner who really brings out the best in me. I think we're really well matched, and there's a lot of positivity surrounding me now. I don't have to pretend to be an a-hole all the time, which was like a shtick, and I hated every second of it. Like, I'm so glad I get to come out and play. When I was driving over here, I felt myself get like really kind of intense, like, oh God, I'm gonna play against Chance. He's really great. I've never played against him before. And then after a while, I was like, I get to go do movie trivia. That's great. Win or lose, I'm gonna have a great time. And so, yeah, I think the attitude really helped me out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of what's so great about you as a competitor that you're getting back to is that whole idea of just embodying what the Movie Trivia Schmoedown is all about, which is just a bunch of people that really love movies.
Yeah, I don't know why we make all these sports references all the time. Here, because I didn't do good at sports. So every time they bring up a sports thing, I'm like, huh? Sure, whatever you say, Mark, I guess.
Well, speaking of people who truly love and celebrate movies, the next competitor you're going to be facing here in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament is none other than Mr. Ethan Irwin.
I am so excited for my rematch against Ethan Irwin. It was so close last time. He's one of the most talented people in the entire league, and I'm going to say this right now. Ethan, where am I looking? Ethan?
Camera's right there.
Ethan.
That camera.
Let's make this a stipulation match. If I win, we're going to be best friends.
Yay!
And if you win, I'll stop emailing you.
Oh dear.
I think that sounds like
That got dark.
an offer that Ethan Irwin just can't refuse. But TBD on that one. Everybody tweet at Mr. Ethan Irwin and let him know that that Bibbiani is vying for his
I don't see it.
best friendship. Yeah, that just.
Could someone CG that on, please? I picked the wrong card.
You know,
I'll do it for you. I've got my hashtag growl growl.
We'll fix it in post. Now back to you, Mark and Ken.
You know what? I gotta tell you, Mark. This run here by William the Beast Bibbiani reminds me of the 1980 Phillies when a veteran team got together. Pete
The
Rose,
1980
Tony Press,
Phillies.
reunited in Philly, and they went to the World Series. That's what this reminds me of.
I was going to say, when he's talking about how little sports knowledge he has, he's showing the humility in the class of Sandy Koufax after dominating in the World Series in the 1960s.
What is with these sports references?
We have the Founding Fathers. By the way, you can get those tickets at the Schmoedownlive.com. We're going to be in Orlando once again. That is October 19th. Mike Kalinowski and the man we just saw, Valiant in defeat, Chance Ellison, are taking on the Founding Fathers. Dan Murrell cashing in his free-for-all shot with John Roca. Ken, Corruption, your thoughts? Can they take it from the Founding Fathers?
Well, first of all, as we're live today broadcasting, Mike Kalinowski is in the hospital. He's been tweeting about it. He's got a procedure going on, tattooing his penis. We want to really send out our well wishes to Mike Kalinowski, but he's going to be good and ready for October.
Fact-checking the
I don't have any
tattooing.
updates on that, but I will tell you that we have an update for everybody out there. Is that the Schmoedown Spectacular will be live December 7th. In downtown Los Angeles. Tickets will
I'm
be
assuming we'll be at the Globe again, as the free-for-all was.
5 huge matches. A lot of announcements are going to be happening there, too. So come join us live in downtown LA. If you're not able to do that, it's going to be available to all members of the $10 Patreon tier, or you may buy an individual live stream pass for that huge event. Very excited to be there in downtown Los Angeles, December 7th. And for here tonight, Ken, what a professional you were. Class, funny, moxie,
gosh.
Smelling of sandalwood. Thank you for joining us. You may have the final goodbye.
All right, thank you, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans. We love broadcasting live to you. We love seeing you live.
And how about that crew broadcasting us live? How about a hand for the crew?
Fad, Christopher Vacaba, Megan, who runs us, Ben, who counts us down, Andreka, who laughs at my food choices. We thank you all. We'll see you next time here on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
So, what's up with this nuke? You wouldn't even understand the physics, my boy.
Well, so let's do the unthinkable and the unimaginable, and let's try to run everybody off that appeared in this video. Let's start with thank you, Rob, because he showed up the most. Oh, no, Robert Meyer Burnett, as I mean, because he showed up like 3 times. Smets, and Tom, and oh god, I'm blanking on who was there in the second one. Oh crap! I think it was Roxy. Roxy, I think, was the third one, or was it? God darn it, I'm already blanking. So thank you, Mark, and thank you, Ken. Thank you, Robert and Vanessa, late to the party. Thank you, Bibbs. Thank you, the kid. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Grace and Chance and Josh and Dewberry and Double Dewberry and all that and Booze and all that good stuff. I cannot for the life of me remember who the second person was in the Burnett clips. Daggone it, it's gonna. It was. Forgive me, it was almost an hour ago. So apologies to that person. I've already forgotten. So yeah. So that was the impromptu Schmoedown Throwdown event. Again, it is a bummer that they were not able to do this in Arizona because the show itself was actually really, really great. Unfortunately, the Arizona hometowners went over in the match, which is kind of a shame. I was kind of hoping that one of them was at least going to be able to come out on top, but alas, that's Schmoedown sometimes deals us very, very bad hands. So the Wildberries win, which ultimately no consequence or repercussions for that anyway, because they were in the tournament regardless, as we found it by the team bracket. So it was just kind of a thrown together exhibition match that actually has records involved. And then the Beast, in a flawlessly executed singles match, gets the one up over Chance Ellison, where Ethan Irwin, last year's Ultimate Schmoedown tournament winner, is lying in wait. Fun. Can I say fun enough and not do it justice? Or do it justice, I should say. I just a little quick on the gun there. So yeah, that was a amazing Schmoedown Throwdown event, and apparently we're going to get another one in about 2 weeks' time for another first-round match. I believe that's going to be Janine and Kalinowski, another first-round match. So the end of September is shaping up to be a lot and lots of great matches to come, and hope you tune in for all of them. So with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to Movie Trivia Schmoedown Throwdown. Like their videos, always watch their videos first. It is the right thing to do. You can follow me on social media at WWEJTH1 if you so choose to do. But who would do that? I'm a dummy. And follow all the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown content, the Facebook page, the Twitter page at the Schmoedown. Become a patron if you can. It goes a long way. And be sure to always check out JTH Reacts. I'm always here, always reacting, always looking dumb in front of the camera. It's what I do best. So that's going to do it. So thank you for enjoying this edition of JTH Reacts to the Schmoedown Throwdown. I will see you next time. I am JTH, and until next time, I bid you adieu-adieu.